When are we as Muslims going to learn that this is what's supposed to happen when you become Muslim? The concept that you are a Muslim overrides any nationality you had prior to that, especially the Somalis. It seems that you can't get this racist ignorance out your heads. No, it's not funny. It's to cry for. What I have learned growing up in America, watching the Nation of Islam, watching the people whose parents were kuffar, they lose their children because they have nothing to offer them. Your children are not fools. They're not impressed with your ignorance. They're not impressed. They know all the pretty girls on another Kabila, all the handsome guys on another people's tribe. And your reason for not wanting that person is based on your ignorance. And you're calling them to Islam? You want something for your children? If you want something for your children, what is that? You say you left Somalia to come here to save your families. Half you got your children going to jail. Other half got their daughters making zina with these young men. The other boys think they gangsters. Wear their pants around their butts. Don't tie their shoes. This is gay. This is not manly. What have you saved your children from? What did you really come here for? And what do you have to offer your children tomorrow? What direction are you giving them? When are you going to learn they're no longer Somali? They're a mutation. When are you going to learn that the way you teach a child in Somali is distinct for that geographic position when you're there? But when you're here, you have to take in consideration that there are other factors that have to be understood. Like you can't teach a child Quran in America and not teach him what it means. He's not going to memorize it. He's going to go home and watch SpongeBob. I mean, that's the reality. If it is that you want to save your children, then why is it when you tell them to come to Islam and they come to Islam? Because this is the unique problem we find with the Somalis. Oh, I want my child to be Islamic. Then when a child is Islamic and wants to marry somebody who's Muslim, but not from your Kabila, oh, no. Not that Islamic. Somali Islamic. Okay, the boy or the girl is Somali. No, but my Kabila Somali. But then if they go make zina, oh, come on, let's get married. Let's go, hurry up. Forget about it. Come on, guys. The parents got to grow up. You got to grow up. You children don't inherit your parents' racism. You don't have to be your parents. Their reality is not your reality. You are responsible for yourselves. Most of you young men, I don't understand why you guys are so amazed with this filth. I constantly want you to understand, you don't have the same situation as a lot of these young black men in America or Latino people. You don't have that situation. You have parents who are righteous, who cover, and you want to act like you're from the gutter. You don't want parents that smoke weed. You don't want parents that get high and drink. You don't want that situation. It's not a righteous situation. And you don't want to act like you come from that either. Islam is the only, and I'm talking to everyone now, Islam is the only solution. But the trick about Islam, the sophisticated thing about Islam, it only works when you commit wholeheartedly. When you enter into Islam, kafatan. That is the only way. A little bit won't work. As we've seen through look at the black nationalistic movements. They all had some pseudo-Islam. They all had some pseudo-Islam, but they did not accept Islam wholeheartedly. Whenever they mixed it with nationalism, they failed. Take the example from them. If you mix Islam with everything, Allah gives it to you. Take that thing. That's your shirk. And Allah's free from shirk. If you make shirk with him anything, he gives that to that other thing. He gives it to that other thing. And Islam has come to destroy nationalism. Nationalism is a product that the Westerners use to divide you, to separate you, to steal your land and your resources, and to ship you someplace else and put you on welfare. To make you lazy. To steal your children. They don't want to convert you. You will always be what you were. But your children are not that. And unless you instill in them true Islam, where do you expect them to get it? What is the perspective for the young people? Because the older people are dying. They'll be gone soon, sooner than you think.